Dun, 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 dun. It's story time. Here we have a book called My Librarian is a Camel. Aquí tenemos una historia de mi librería. Es un camello. This is a really difficult book. It has many books on how books are brought to children around the world. Maybe you remember Biblioburro. Well, we're only going to read one part right now. The next day, another part, and then another part. We remember Biblioburro took books to kids in rural Colombia. Say the word with me, rural. Help me spell it out. Rural. Remember, they take books to rural parts, lugares rurales, que son lugares que no hay mucha gente o no hay bibliotecas. Vive muy poquita gente o a veces no hay suficientes bibliotecas, restaurantes o recursos así. So van biblioburros. En este caso vamos a aprender de qué tipo de animal viene a Canadá para llevarle los libros. Porque les quiero decir, Canadá es un lugar que está arriba de los Estados Unidos. Aquí está el mapa. Canadá es aquí. Este es Canadá. Nosotros vivimos por aquí, Canadá está al norte. En Canadá hay lugares que están muy acá, muy lejos, muy rurales, que a lo mejor no hay librerías. So there's places in Canada that are very rural and far. So let's learn about what kind of animals bring books to them. So lo que vamos a empezar a leer. Nunavut, which means our land in the language of the Inuit people, is a huge territory in Canada's north. The Arctic region stretched from the North Pole to Arviat in the south, and from Kluglugtuk in the west to Pantnichtung in the east. The distances are huge, and many villages are very isolated. The Northwest Territories reach from Nunavut in the east to the Yurok in the west. Larger towns like the Iqaluit, Tuktoyaktuk, and Yellowknife have their own public library buildings. But many communities are just too small. Some communities, like Fort Lillard, have a virtual library, which offers internet access. But even if the community does not have any kind of library building, the Northwestern Territories public library system offers books to everybody in the far north through their borrower by mail programs. So they don't have a biblioburro, they have a borrower by mail. Tyson Anakvik, Colin Igutak, James Nakainak, and Cameron Ovilok are friends in Cambridge Bay. Nunavut, they request library books by email or by phone. A mobile library doesn't bring the books to their villages. The books are sent through the mail. The Borrows by Mail program will send children any book they like to read. If the library doesn't have the book in the system, librarians will borrow the book from another library in Canada and mail it to them. Ooh, so far, we know they get mailed by the mail. Let me go right here. They even include a stamped addressed envelope so the children won't have to pay the return book. The boys take their young friend Lisa for a ride on their sled as they walk to the post office to pick up their books. The boys look forward to reading them that night. Here you can see the boys picking up and the girls picking up their mail and checking their books. And you see they have to go to the post office in a sled. There they are, 'cause it's like snowy and cold. On winter days, the sun does not come up above the horizon, and when the thermometer reads minus 50 degrees, ooh, very cold, the children like to curl up with a good book by the wood stove. While in the northern wind howls across the tundra, They read fantasy and action novels. Lisa is excited about finding a good picture books in the package. Here's Lisa. So look, even a girl, Lisa right there, finding the best book. They can keep their books up to 6 weeks. After that, they'll pack them up and walk to the local post office to mail the books back to the library. Then they'll check the mail every day until another big brown package arrives with the new books to endeavor their remote corner of Canada's Arctic. There they are, look. So you're not alone. They are also learning remotely. También ellos aprenden remotamente. So hoy aprendimos de cómo Canadá ayuda a los niños a leer. Acuérdate, en Canadá hay lugares muy rurales, hay lugares muy remotos que a lo mejor no hay librerías o bibliotecas. Ahora lo voy a traducir en español. En Canadá tienen que usar el sistema de correo para recibir los libros. Ellos, los estudiantes, van al correo seguido. Ellos hablan con la bibliotecaria, le dicen quiero tal libros, la bibliotecaria se los manda. Si no hay libros, la bibliotecaria le dice a otras bibliotecarias, ¿me prestas el libro? Y así es como reciben sus libros. Otra vez, a lo mejor piensas que este libro es de camello. No es solo de camello, sino cómo los niños agarran sus libros en todo el mundo. Ojalá les haya gustado esta lectura.